It's day 18 of the July painting challenge, and I'm finally in a place where I can do a bit of painting, so I've got the models out, and it's time for a Griffin sepia wash, just on the base, not on the plague bearers. I just want to tone down the swampy areas, and this is where you'll really see how that white glue and the microwave technique is so effective, because the wash will run into the recessed areas now and leave the high wrinkled bits still yellow. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish up these models, all the bases, and then I'll stop and let you see the effect. With the wash finished, you can now see the impact of that white glue technique. Really starting to come together as a swamp. A very effective technique for any Nurgle-based army or lizardmen or anything like that. So now it's on to the Tamiya Clear Green. For this technique to really work, you don't want to stir this paint too much. If you do, you bring up all the pigment and it's an actually very dark green, and I don't want that at all. So I barely stirred it. For any of the yellow highlights on the model, I'm just going to touch those ever so lightly with this Tamiya Clear Green. I don't want to make them green, right? I just almost want to treat this Tamiya paint as a wash. And just let the green pigment sink into the recesses of all those wounds and pustules without altering the yellow highlight color too much. So I'm just going to go around and hit all those yellow areas on the model itself, and then I'll show you how I deal with the base. Painting the bases is pretty straightforward. I just dipped my brush right into the bottom of the paint pot to pick up a lot of the green pigment, and then I spread that around, dipping from the top of the paint pot again just to keep the pigment loose across the base, and then the Nurgle effect is complete. It takes a long time for this Tamiya paint to dry, so I'm going to leave these overnight and we'll start again tomorrow. Thanks for watching.